Hello, my fourth graders. Divide by one-digit numbers, lesson 5.8. Welcome back. Okay, our learning target is divide by one-digit numbers, same as yesterday. Last lesson. Okay, so we are going to continue to use what? Long division. Okay, I'm going to ignore to this model, this thing. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to just dive in. 312 divided by 3. Remember, M, S, B, R. Write it down anywhere, okay, if you want to work with this. Okay, if you don't want to get confused, please write it down. M, S, B, R. Multiply, subtract, bring it down, repeat. Okay, so now let's compare this first digit. Okay, you can fit into by. Okay, 1, take away 3, nothing. You need to carry this 1, bring this down 1. Oh, this is interesting because you know what? 3 cannot fit into 1, right? At the time, you need to put what? Nothing. You have to put this nothing, 0, okay, in tens place because we know 1, this 1 is smaller than what? 3, okay, our divisor. That means what? You need to bring this down again, the next number. And you know, you are going to work with this 3 again. 3 times 4 is gonna make what? 12. Take away, nothing left. So the answer is what? 104. All right, one more time, guys. 312 divided by 3. If you understood, you can skip. If you didn't, yes, look at it again. Okay, 3 times 1 is 3. Take away, nothing left. And you need to bring this down, MSBR, right? And 1. Okay, now compare this. 3 cannot fit into 1, right? That time you have to put 0. So tell them, okay, so I didn't do anything on this tens digit. Okay, you cannot just leave blank. You can't leave this as blank. You have to put 0. So you can move on to next digit. Now you are going to work with these 2 digits again. Okay, so 3 times 4 is what? 12. All right, let's try this one. 312 divided by 4. Okay, 4 cannot fit into 3, so you need to work with this what? 2 digits together. Okay, so multiples of divisor 4, and we know 4 times 5. Since we know we are working with this greater than 4 or 8, one digit. Okay, so we can start from 4.5. 4 times 5, which is 20, and times 6 is what? 24. Times 7 is what? 28. Times 8 is 32. Hold on, we passed. Ooh, we can't move on. We can divide these 31 cookies, right? We have only 31, but not 32. So we are going to work on this one. 4 times 7, and leave this hundreds place blank. You cannot write anything because you need to tell them I was working with this tens digit, okay, not 100 place, okay? All right, 4 times 7 is what? 28. When you take away, okay, 2, 11. 11 take away 8 is what? 3. And 2, bring it down, 2. We know, 8 times 4, 4 times 8, oops, is 32 already. We did it again here. So our quotient is what? 78. Compare your models for each quotient. What is the same? What is the different? What do you think this means when using regrouping to divide? Okay, you can work on. We can just pass it. Don't worry. Okay, this will make you more confused. Okay, we are gonna practice on what? Our long division. Okay, so now example 4,829 divided by 8. Okay, you can read it, everything. Okay, but this is the same process that we've done. Okay, this is the same process because look at this. Compare this first digit. 8 cannot fit into 4. That means what? You need to work with this 48, 2 digits. And we found what? 8 times 6 is 48 and nothing left. And you need to bring this 2 down here. But then 2 is what? Smaller than 8. That means what? You need to put 0 in tens place and let them know I didn't do anything on this tens place and I worked with what? Another number, which is 9 in here, ones place. Okay, so bring another number down. And then we know 8 times 3 is what? Okay, 24. When you take away, you have 5 left. That's the remainder. And that's all about here. Okay? So, one more time, guys. You can read everything. Okay, you can pause my video and then read everything if you want to. But, let's make it simpler. We've been doing this. Okay? Compare this first digit. Okay, of the dividend, which is 4, this is less than divisor, so you cannot put this 8 into 4. That means what? You need to work with these two digits. Okay, so we know 8 times 6 is what? 48. When you take away, you have nothing left. And then next step is what? M, S, B, R. After subtraction, you have to bring this number down, which is 2. But then compare this. 2 is less than 8, right? 2 is less than 8. That means what? You need to move on and show them that you couldn't do anything on this tens place. So put 0 on top of tens place. And then bring the next number down. And then work with it. Okay, so 8 times 3 is 24. Take away 5 is left over. Okay, left behind. That's the remainder. That's what it says. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's put this answer here. It was what? 603 and remainder 5. Okay, now let's practice this 1, 2, 3. After that, I want you to do it yourself, as you know. Okay. All right. So let's do the long division. 7 times. Oh, okay. Compare these first digits. Okay. So 7 can fit into 7 by 1. Okay. 7 subtract 0. Okay. Bring this 5 down. Okay. So look at this. Maybe we are practicing this one, right? Since 5 is less than 7, we cannot work anything. So that means what? You need to show them I didn't do anything. So you need to put 0 on top. Okay? And then bring the next number down to work with again. So one number is closer to 56 but not greater from multiples of 7. Yes, we know 7 times 8 is 56. Exact number. So there is no leftover. All right? Now look at this. Compare this first digit of the dividend and the divisor. 3 is less than 6, right? So you can't fit in there. So you have to work with this, what? 2 digits. Okay, this time. So 6 times, we know 6 is what? 36. Take away, nothing left. And 4. Oh, look at this. This 4 is less than 6, which is what? You can't do anything. So you need to show them, I couldn't do anything on this place. Hold on, but there is nothing to bring it down. That means what? This 4 itself is the remainder. And our quotient is what? 60. Make sense? Okay. This might a little bit be tricky if you think, why? But you know what? It's very simple. Okay, one more time, I'm going to show you. 6 times 6 is 36. Take away, nothing. Bring it down 4. You can't do anything on this one's place. So you have to tell them what? I didn't do anything on this one's place. Okay? And then there is nothing to bring it down again. That means what? This 4 itself is what? You have only 4 cookies, but 6 friends are waiting. That means what? You can't give the 4 cookies anybody but Mr. Lee. Okay? So give this, remember the 4 cookies to Mr. Lee. But then you can give them what? 60 cookies, okay, into 6 friends when you have 364 cookies, okay? Now you have 3,190 cookies and 3 friends came up and say, share with me, please. Okay, let's see. 3 can fit into what? Okay, let's compare this first digit. Yes, fit into 3 by 1. 3, nothing. Bring it down. 1. Okay, so this again. 3 is greater than 1, so you can't do anything. That means what? You have to tell them, oh, I didn't do anything, so I'm going to put 0. And then bring the next number down, which is 9. And we know 3 times, yeah, right? 8? No. 6, sorry. 6 times 3 is what? 18. 6 times 3 is what? 18. Take away. Okay, 1. And bring this down. 0, 10. So 3 times 3 is what? 9. Take away 1. So you can share 1063 cookies into, I mean, each friend will get 1063 cookies and one cookie left behind, which is Mr. Lee's now. All right, let's move on. Okay, you have only 81 cookies, okay? And you want to divide that into two friends. Okay, let's see. 2 times what? 4 can fit into 8. Take away, nothing left, but bring it down 1. Oh, 1 is less than 2, so you need to tell them what? I didn't do anything on this place, but remainder is what? 1. So 40, remainder 1. All right, 4 times 1 is 4. Take away, nothing left. Bring this down 2, which is smaller than divisor, so you need to tell them, I didn't do anything on this here, okay? So you have to put 0 on top. And then bring the next number down. And we know 4 times 7 is what? 28. Take away, nothing left, okay? Now 6 times 1 is 6. Take away 2, bring it down, 4. And 4 is what? 24. Take away, nothing. Okay, bring it down, 2. Oh, 2 is less than 6, so that means you can't do anything on this. Okay, so show them I didn't do anything, but remainder is what? 2. Okay, number 3. Compare this first digit. 3 cannot fit into 2. That means what? You need to work on these 2 digits. Okay, 3 times 9. Remember a line. Okay, you cannot put anything on here. You can put anything since you passed this thousands place. You're working with what? 27 tenths now. Okay, sorry, 27 hundredths now. So you have to put your quotient on top of hundredths place, which is 27. 3 times 9 is 27. Take away, nothing left. Bring this 2 down. All right, this 2 is less than 3, right? That means what? You have to put 0 because you can't do anything and move on to next digit. 24. Bring this down, right? And 3 times 1 is 24. 3 times 8 is what? 24. Take away, nothing left. So there is no remainder. Did you pause the video? Did I say? Oh, please pause the video if you did it. Okay, and then do one question at a time. And then come back after one problem you solve. Come back and check your answer with me. And if you are good, well, you can move on to next question. But if you made mistake, please figure it out. What was the mistake? Okay, and then try not to make the same mistake for the next question. Okay. All right, number 8. Compare. This 6 is less than 9, so 9 cannot fit into this 6 dividend. So you are going to work with this what? 63 together, 2 digits. We know 9 times 7 is 63. Take away, nothing left. And then bring this number down, 5. 5 is still smaller than 9. That means what? We can't do anything. Show them we didn't do anything. Okay, and then remainder is what? 5. All right. Compare this first digit, okay, so you gotta work with these 2 digits. That means what? You are not going to write anything on top of this 1000 place. So you are going to write something on the hundredths place, okay? And since we know 6 times 2 is 12, which is the closest, but not greater, we're gonna take away 2, oops, is it? Okay, and then 2, and bring this down, 4. We know 6 times 4 is what? 24. Take away, nothing left. Bring this number down to, oh, we can't do anything since 2 is less than 6, right? But this can be what? Remainder. So 240, remainder 2. Number 10. 6 divided by 303. Okay, compare this. You can work with this first digit. That means what? You need to work with these 2 digits. 6 times 5 is 30. Take away, nothing but 3. Oh, 3 is less than 6. That means what? You can't do anything. Show them I didn't do anything on this place. And then remainder 3. Okay, now let's move on to 5. 5 cannot fit into 2, so you need to work with these 2 digits. That means what? You cannot write anything on top of this thousands place. Okay, so 5 times 5, Okay, on top of hundreds place. 5 times 5 is what? 25. Take away nothing. Bring this 3 down. 5, okay, 3 is less than 5, which is 5 cannot fit into 3. So you need to tell them what? Oh, I didn't do anything on this place. Okay, and then move on to next digit, which is what? 0. Now 5 times 6, we know that's 30. Take away nothing. So 506 is the answer. All right, now let's move on. Compare this 8 and 7. 8 cannot fit into 7, so you need to work with this one, 72. And we know 8 times 9 is 72. Take away nothing. Bring this nothing down. There's nothing again, so you can't do anything. So show them that I didn't do anything on this place and bring this 9 down. Yes, finally, 9 is greater than 8. So you can split these 9 cookies into what? 8 people by 1 cookie. Subtract 1. 1 remainder. Okay? All right, number 13. The 5 developers of a phone app earn a profit of 4,535 this month. They divide the profit equally. How much money does each developer get? So how many developers were there? 5. And then they made this much. So let's see. 4,535 divided by 5. Okay, compare this first digit. Okay, since 4 is less than 5, you need to work with this 45 together, right? So now 5 times what? 9 is 45. Take away nothing. Now you need to bring this 3 down. Oh, this is still smaller than 5. That means what? You can't do anything. So put 0, nothing. I did nothing, right? And then bring the next digit down. And then 5 times 7 is 35. Nothing left over. Okay, so each developer made what? $907. Okay, you be the teacher. Okay, Newton finds $817 17 divided by 4. Is it correct? Explain. Okay, let's go ahead. 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, when you take away, nothing left. 1. Okay, down. Ooh, okay. This is a problem. Since 4 cannot fit into 1, you have to put what? 0 on top and tell them I didn't do anything on this place, okay? Because 1, you cannot fit anything by 4, okay? So you need to work with these 2 digits, which is what? 1's place now. So 17, and it becomes what? 204. So the answer is no. The quotient needs to be 204, not 24. Okay, that was his mistake. And remainder 1. All right, let's move on to the next question. 7 players, okay, 7 players are placed on each basketball team. Remaining basketball players are added to the teams. Okay, now, so some of the teams have 8 players. How many basketball teams have 7 players or 8 players? Okay, now there are what? Okay, we are talking about this basketball. Okay, there are 1,839 players signed up for basketball. So find what? 1,839 divided by 7. Okay, we know they already gave us all the clue here, so we don't have to um, go again. Okay, so compare this first digit, which is what? 7 cannot fit into 1. That means you need to work with these 2 digits. 7 times 2 is closest to 18, since we know 3 times 7 is what? 21. And that's going to be 14. Take away 4. Okay, bring this number down 3. And what is closer to 47? I mean 43, but not greater? Yes, we know 7 times 6 is 42. Okay, and then when you take away, it's going to be 1, and bring the last digit down, 19. And we know 7 times 2, again, is closest, since we know 7 times 3 is 3 times 7, 7 times 3 is what? 21. So take away 5, okay? So 5 is what? Remainder. So 1,839 divided by 7 is what? 262, remainder 5. So interpret the quotient and the remainder. The quotient is 262. So there are 262 basketball teams in all, and the remainder is what? 5. So 5 basketball teams have 8 players. Okay? So subtract to find how many teams have 7 players. Okay, 262 take away 5, which is what? 257. Okay, so 257 basketball teams have 7 players and 5 have 8 players. Okay, use the table above. 9 players are placed on each ball hockey team. Okay, ball hockey team, 952. Okay, 9 players are placed on each ball hockey team. Remaining players are added to the teams. So some of the teams have 10 players. How many ball hockey teams have 9 players and 10 players? Okay, let's find out. Now you need to find out the quotient and remainder. Okay, so by what? 9. Okay, so we are going to divide this 952 by 9 because each team has what? 9 players. We know 9 times 1 is 9. Okay, closest one, 0, and 5 down. And 5 is less than 9, which means what? You need to tell them I couldn't do anything on this place. So put 0 on it. And then bring the next number down. Now find out. 9 times what is closest to 52 but not greater? We know 9 times 6 is 54, so you can't, that's too much. So you need to go by what? 5, which is 45. Okay? Take away, it becomes 4, 12. 12 take away 5 is what? 7. So that means what? 105 teams together, but then 7 teams are going to be having 10 players instead of 9 players. So let's take away 805 teams, but then you need to subtract 7 teams because 7 players are going to be in each team. Okay, one more than others. So now you cannot take away 7 from 5. So this becomes what? 10. And 10 becomes what? 9. And it becomes 15. So 15 take away 7 is what? Yes, 8 and 9. So 98 teams have 9 players. And then 7 teams have what? Have 10 players. Okay, this is the answer. All right. Now, next question. 84 players who signed up to play soccer decide not to play. Okay, 8 players are placed on each soccer team. Okay, 8 players are placed on each soccer team. How many soccer teams are there now? Okay, now 84 players who signed up to play soccer decide not to play. So let's see, soccer 2,476. Okay, and then eight players are placed on each soccer team. So you need to divide by 8, right? And how many soccer teams are there? So that's a problem. Now let's go ahead. Oh, hold on. Oh, you need to take away 84 because they signed up, but then they decide not to play. So let's do this later, okay? I'm gonna write it down again. I'm gonna do this over here. First step, 2,476 take away 84. And when you get this, you need to divide by 8 to know how many teams are gonna be there, okay? Clear? Okay, now let's use this space to do all the arithmetic. 2,476 take away 84. Okay, so it's gonna be 2 and 3 17, right? And then it's gonna be 9 and 3, 2. So 2,392 students are going to make a team, okay? Make teams for soccer. So now we are going to divide this 2,392 by 8. So compare this first digit. Yes, this 2 is way smaller than 8, so you need to work with these two digits. And how many times can fit into this 23? Yes, only 2, because we know 8 times 3 is what? 24, which is greater than 23. So we can just go for what? 2. 8 times 2 is what? 16. Take away becomes 1, 10, okay, 13. 13 take away 6 is what? Okay, 7. Okay, and then you need to bring it down, this number 9. Okay, so now what number is closer to 79 but not greater than 79? We know 8 times 9 is 72. 8 times 9 is what? 72. So when you take away, it's gonna be 7, and bring this down, 72. Oh, we just did it. So 8 times what? 9 is 72. Take away, nothing left. So how many soccer teams? 299 teams. Okay, so that's it for today. I told you, this long division is fun and it's like satisfying, okay, when you do it. So I want you to feel the presence again. All right. And your homework is what? 255 and 200. I'm sorry. My brain is not working now. Okay. Now, your homework is what? 245 and 46. Okay. So 2 pages. I will see you next time. Okay. Bye.